Respect for Speedy and Hofstra and their whole staff. Serge is my buddy, like truly my buddy. You know, he just had his second child. He had a son. I already had a daughter. I just respect them so much. And when Speedy first got into coaching, I was like, man, because I was a fan of his. Okay, I was a fan of his when he played, and when he first got into coaching, I was like, wow, he's going to be good at this. And then he's a head coach, and then I get in the league that he's in. But I've paid attention to him, and the success he's having for his first 3 years is unbelievable. I told Thomas, at first I told Serge to tell him, but it was before the game, so I don't want people to think I'm trying to buddy up with their kids. But Thomas getting 2,000 points, 1,000 at one school, 1,000 at another, just is really incredible. And that's a credit to that young man, his family, that Speedy was able to keep him, you know, because we all know what's going on, and a kid that scores like that so easy, that's a credit to Speedy and the staff and everybody over there. And then the young fella from North Carolina, number 1, okay? He's so improved this year, all right? He was big time last year, but you can tell he's leaned out, he's shooting the ball, he's keeping his cool, and just the improvement year to year shows you the Speedy's out there coaching these young men. And then their point guard, okay? I thought he was good when they got him. And you watch a kid just keep getting better and keep getting better running a team. See, that's how I had to play. He scores better than I did, but I tried to just run the team, and I've watched this young man blossom into one of the best point guards in this league. So a lot of respect. I really like their AD. Rick, that was at Iona, that kept beating us at Iona. Just a respect thing. His daughter went to Duke to play volleyball. All right, so I really respect everybody from over there. And tonight they were just outplaying us. I told them we do all these scouting reports and all this stuff, and I said, guys, they've beaten us about 9 times in a row, and they never run their plays. All they do is space us out and say we can't guard them. And then they started the game, and they spaced us out and said we couldn't guard them, and they killed us in the first half. But we're a better club than that defensively. We're better than that. They just really took advantage of our schemes on defense. So at halftime, there wasn't a lot of yelling. It was, we just can't guard them, guys. That's okay. We're the little brother in this deal. They're the big brothers. We're trying to move up in the league, but maybe we're not ready to move up yet. And then my guys went out there. We changed the lineup so we could switch more. They just kept running that middle ball screen, and how we guard that. He's already shown me we can't trap him when he does that a couple years ago. So we were trying to play and drop, and they were just driving us and kicking, and everybody was making it. So in the second half, we changed the lineup, and then it was switch everything, except when Tyler got the ball, we were going to trap his ball screens. And it just gave us enough confidence to get a couple things going. Then Xander hits a couple, we start hitting stuff, and now we're a hard team to guard too. So I thought it was a great college game. I want to thank the fans. I want to thank my school for experimenting with the beer garden. Everybody knows I can't have any alcohol and haven't, but I think the environments we've been going into, you can tell the students they have a beer garden or they have something, and it's hard to play at these places when those kids are that engaged. So I'm just glad that we stepped into trying to do something for our fans, and I think it truly helped our team tonight.
What can a win like this in front of a good crowd at home against a team that's had your number kind of do for this team kind of moving forward?
Well, I'm hoping that it will give our guys a lot of confidence, okay? We still got some young guys. Jarrett's in game, 21, 22 now, okay? He's still, and then he's playing against a 4th or 5th. No, he's a junior. He's playing against him. He's like a grown man and a young guy first going through it. So you just keep seeing, and I got to do a better job with my young guys and not just be so hard on them because they're so talented and know there's going to be growing pains, okay? So, but I hope it gives my guys confidence. I hope it gives Alexander confidence to know that he can lead our team to a comeback victory, okay? Hopefully we don't get down like that a lot, but, he's still building too. This is a new role for him, okay? And I'm thinking he's doing an incredible, incredible job, and as his coach, it's fun to see him out there competing. So I hope it gives us a lot of confidence. Steve, I didn't see the numbers yet, but I know at halftime we were out rebounding them. So we were trying to pick some things that could show us that we could stand up to them. You know, these guys, they've been beating us since Mahalik when they came back after we missed all the free throws, and then I fouled my first time ever. First time up 3 fouling, and then they make the first and tip it out, and they screened in for the kid who made the pros, the lefty, and he hits the 3. Okay, so that's how long it's been since I beat Hofstra. Okay, so just happy for our kids today and our fans.
To follow that up, and for Xander and Jared as well, having dropped 4 or 5 to back up what he just said, how much of a pick-me-up is this for this group who hit a little bit of the skid now to get back on the right track?
Well, there's a couple things, and you know, guys, I pointed out to our guys too when, you know, you lose games, and we've been, you know, not as good on the road, okay? But if you look at our road games, which one's a bad loss? Just the other night, okay? We should have won the other night. That one, but we lost at Seton Hall. We lost at Oklahoma, who was number 15 at the time. We lost at GW, who's in the top of the A-10. You know, it's real people. Then in the league, Charleston. One team has won there besides Charleston, okay? Towson just got them after us. We lost at Drexel. They were 7-0. You know what I mean? We played well at Drexel. There was 50 free throw shot in that game. Not 50 out here today. So that game was the outlier that I thought we might have got over the hump then. But guys just got to keep believing. And this is still a new league for us. It's a new league. And I'm listening to other coaches say, you know, this is my first time through this league. Well, it's my second time, but you still have to learn how this league works. And, you know, Charleston's and Wilmington and Drexel and these guys and Towson and Delaware have been the best teams in this league for a minute. The other ones, we're new with a couple new ones. Everybody else is the next tier, right? And we got picked 11th, so everybody thought we were the bottom tier. We're going to be in the next tier, knocking on the door, trying to get up in that first group, hopefully by the end of this season.
Sandra, what is the play? What do you talk about going into that last timeout there?
I was really just trying to think about trying to get the last shot. You know, when they have scores like they do, like Thomas and Carlos and number 1, you don't want to give them any time to get anything off. So we ran an ISO play, and I was just really focusing on getting the ball and holding it as long as I could and jumping straight up and shooting my shot. And luckily there was a foul. So I was really just focusing on getting the last one.
King, to go back to what you mentioned about changing the lineup to start the second half, tell me if I'm wrong, but Cornelius Robinson was basically playing a small ball 5.
Yeah.
With,
And at first I had him at 5. And Boog was like, am I the 5? Is he the 5? I'm like, he's the 5. No, you're the 5. Right as we're walking out. Like, it's like, and we haven't practiced that a lot. We've done it a few times in practice. That's why I don't throw it out there enough. Jarrett could do some things in a 1-3-1 and a 1-2-2, but I'm trying to get our defense better, so we haven't practiced those things. So I wanted to change a few things tonight, but you can't do that to kids. If you haven't practiced it where they feel comfortable, I'm not going to throw things out there.
Cornelius seemed to play really tough defense in the second half. I'll be giving you a lot of bench scoring again. Does it feel like at this point in the season, to me it looks like your roles are very well settled and defined at this point. It's really gotten you a big win like tonight.
You see why we're all laughing? Because we had some truth-telling yesterday. Okay, Rick Callahan, we weren't supposed to be upset, but we were upset after the loss, and we had some truth-telling yesterday, okay? You would think that the roles have been talked about and everybody, but they're kids, and they want more, okay? Everybody always wants more. And back in the day, that used to bug me out. It probably sat somebody for that, but I was mad when Coach Smith didn't play me, okay? I was mad at him a lot. You didn't get to express it, but you were mad. Well, keep your head in the right place, keep working. Eventually it's going to happen for you. But that's hard when you're 18 to 24.
Okay, you've had some good bigs come through the program, guys like Chris Brady, Zach Tillman, Mustafa. From what Boogie has given you the first half of this season, how far on his way is he to continuing that tradition?
See, I think all these guys, I think him and Boog and Abdi, they're special young guys. You know, they're very special. Boog, think about Boog. Okay, he plays at Camden. There's 2 draft picks on that team, maybe 3. Okay, all them dudes, 2 at Kentucky, 1 at St. Joe's. Boog was like the 4th or 5th guy. He's a high-level player, though. He can guard 1 through 5. He shoots it better than I thought, and he's always been the glue guy for Camden. So he fits already. His body fits. We just happen to have a young man that's 6'9" that can play like that too. So these two kids, you know, I think about the future with him and Jack Collins and Boog, just them three. On defense, that could be crazy. Then you add Jakari in there. Now we should be able to guard everybody next season. And we'll work on that as he gets older. Because the way he shoots, he's going to play, okay? I'm trying to get him to understand. I'm still going to play because I'm crazy like that. But we got to get you better on D so these guys don't take advantage of you.
200 wins, reflections on that, thoughts?
I'm so thankful. I'll start crying. Dr. McNeil. All right, guys, I acted like a fool when I was a kid. That limited me getting jobs, okay? It's just what it is. I played at Carolina. Most guys that stay in this business like that, you get one just because of all the things. I had a lot of success with Kevin Stallings. But maybe they were right to not trust me when I was younger to be the head coach. But Dr. McNeil saw something in me 13 years ago that she thought I was the right person. And I thank her all the time, still to this day. I'm so thankful because she believed in me, okay? And then my son got to grow up here. How incredible is that? You know, that your kids get to grow up on a college campus. And then him being here and being able to get an education and go to Bucknell. You know, that's all because Dr. McNeil brought me here. Him having a chance to play for Mr. Hurley. Okay, like that's life-changing stuff that the kid who kept getting in trouble at Carolina, the man has all these things now. And I'm thankful to the Board of Trust at Monmouth, the presidents we've had, because, you know, you start your career 32 and 68, you usually get fired, okay? And they gave me a re-up that year. And then we went 15, 18, 26, 27, and since then we've had a really good program. You know, and we've had some years where we started terribly and even turned that around. And now it's been 13 years. He's on my team, which is the best thing ever for a dad. And my younger son is watching his brother do this in front of him. And Julian plays football, baseball, basketball, but he gets to grow up here in this great community. And he's an A student just like his big brother. So Monmouth has blessed me and my wife. And I'm a kid that came from nothing. You know, we had a lot of love, but my parents made $13,000, okay? And we didn't have anything. We didn't have a family car, none of that stuff. And now he went to Bucknell. Julian's hitting the same numbers as him as a student. My wife, we've been together forever. And now we have a bright future because Monmouth believed in me. So I'm always going to be thankful for Monmouth giving me this opportunity, and not just the opportunity, but when it wasn't going great at the beginning, believing in the work that we were doing in the community and in the classroom so I could get to 200 wins. So a lot of people went into this, and I'm thankful. I didn't know. Like, I don't pay attention to that. I remember we were terrible last year, okay? That's what's on my head still. I don't think about he gets this many or at first. That's just cool that, you know, you've got to have a job that long to be able to hit this number.
Jared, what does it mean to you to play for a man like King Rice and sort of knowing his story, him believing in you from where you came from? What does that mean to you personally?
He had never lied to me. Everything that he said he gonna do with me, everything that he said I gotta work on, I just believe him. And I got Xander with me too, and he's my man, so I trust him on everything. And I kind of came from the same background. My mama had to raise me by herself with my grandma, and she was working all day, so I had to be with my grandma, go to school, and then go play. I had to escape my house to go play basketball, doing all that. But I'm glad that I'm here.
Appreciate that. I think we're good.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.